Okay, before I go back into work, I just wanted to share some thoughts on the newest episode of The Gilded Age, which I watched last night, so this is definitely a spoiler, but like, why they gotta do Gladys like that? Why do they have to do that to that sweet, poor little girl? Like, I understand. By the way, I actually just found this out like 2 weeks ago, that like what's happening to Gladys, or like that whole storyline, is actual like history. Like it's a real story that the Russells, which is based off of the Vanderbilts in America, actually gave their daughter to a duke, and she ended up going to live in England with the duke and stuff. But like, I actually cried in this episode because the entire time Gladys's face, like, she looked like she was suicidal. Like, the entire time, like, her face was like welding up with water, and like the idea that everyone around her was so like nonchalant about it, just like, oh God, it just made me like so, like, I don't know, it just hurt my soul. And also, like, which really sucks, because at the wedding, like, you saw how Christine Brinkley, I don't know what her name in the show is, Mrs. Van Ryn, when her and the rest of like the people of society who were actually considered of society were talking, they were basically kind of like, this isn't really gonna fucking do anything. Gladys being like wedded to the duke, it's just kind of one of those things where like, we're not going to accept her. And even like Christine Brinkley was just like, another day, another wedding of just like a nobody girl to some nobody duke. Like, they're like, everything that Berta is doing to like uplift her family in society is just like obviously like not working, or not working in the eyes of the people that she actually wants to impress. But I don't know, like, the entire episode, I was like, I was in tears. My heart broke for that little girl. Oh my God. And that ending, ugh.